What violence did Black history activists face for civil rights? What kind of violence did Black history activists face in their fight for civil rights? The struggle for equality was marked by severe and extensive violence, especially leading up to and after the Civil Rights Act of 1964. This violence came from both ordinary citizens and government officials, showing a strong resistance to racial equality. At the core of their fight, activists faced physical attacks from white mobs and law enforcement. For instance, the Freedom Riders, who were interracial groups challenging segregation on buses, encountered brutal violence. In Montgomery, Alabama, they were beaten badly. Activist John Lewis was knocked unconscious, while others were attacked with objects like suitcases and cameras. Many Freedom Riders were arrested for breach of peace, just for using white-only facilities, enduring jail time to highlight the injustice of segregation. In Mississippi, the violence escalated to deadly levels. Reverend George Lee, a member of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, was shot and killed in 1955 while encouraging Black voter registration. No one was held accountable for his death. Similarly, Lamar Smith, a World War II veteran advocating for voting rights, was murdered in broad daylight on a courthouse lawn. Herbert Lee, another activist, was shot by a state legislator, and the shooter was acquitted. Medgar Evers, the state director of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, was assassinated in 1963 by a white supremacist. These killings often faced indifference from officials, showing a troubling pattern of violence against activists. Nonviolent protests like sit-ins also sparked violent reactions. In South Carolina, student-led sit-ins at segregated lunch counters led to police and firemen attacking peaceful protesters with fire hoses and tear gas. Hundreds of students were arrested for protesting segregation, and even their lawyers faced jail time. Despite threats of expulsion and legal consequences, activists continued their demonstrations. During marches, such as the Selma to Montgomery March in 1965, led by John Lewis and Martin Luther King Jr., state troopers and sheriff's deputies violently attacked marchers with clubs, tear gas, and police horses. The national outrage from televised images of this violence helped garner support for the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Some groups, like the Black Panther Party, advocated for self-defense against police brutality, leading to armed confrontations with law enforcement and further violent repression, including mass arrests. This shift in some parts of the movement showed a move away from strict nonviolence to asserting the right to defend against oppression. In total, Black civil rights activists faced beatings, shootings, arrests, bombings, and assassinations. They were attacked by mobs, law enforcement, and white supremacists, often with the complicity of local and state authorities. Despite this violence, their activism led to transformative legal changes like the Civil Rights Act of 1960 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which dismantled segregation and protected voting rights. Their struggles remain a key part of Black American history and the ongoing fight for equality.